Hello. It's Tuesday and it's time for me to come and give you a live, okay? Hi, I'm Jean Harbaugh and I'm the founder of Unleashing Your Genius. I'm also the creator of Raising Motivated Learners Facebook group and this page, Helping Kids with Reading or Helping Kids with Learning. I've changed the name. Okay, and I'm also the creator of the Empowered Mom Experience. So the connection between motivation and emotion, that's what I've been exploring, and that's what we're going to be talking about. So if you think that a motivation is willpower, like you will it, it's going to happen. I'm going to try harder. I'm going to, jump on it right after I finish breakfast. I'm going to set a timer. I'm going to chart out my progress so I can get it finished. I'm going to plan like something fun afterwards. So after I finish this thing, I'm going to go have fun. I can set all the things around me that we know that can be motivating and still not get it done. What's that? What's going on? And this happens also with our teens and our kids. You can motivate them up to here and they're still not going to complete whatever it is. And it's not their fault. It's not them saying no. They want to complete. Absolutely, they want to. But there's something that's missing. Something that's keeping them from completing, from doing whatever it is. Same thing for me. I'll give you an example for me. And I have no idea how I inherited this job in our family. Income taxes. I am not I'm not good with numbers. And I have told myself my whole life, numbers don't mean a thing to me. I have no idea where I got that from. I did algebra and I did all right, and I even did geometry and I did okay, but when it comes to numbers and doing the income tax, I have no idea. It's like a foreign language to me. So my motivation to get that done, it's great once it's done and you enter that last number and you get the ding that it's been accepted. Woohoo! That's my reward. But it's not enough. It's not enough for me to get on top of it and to get going. And last year, I was so glad they extended the year, the tax deadline, because I used every minute of it. And this year, and this happens every single year, I promise I'm going to start earlier. And I've already promised that next weekend, it was supposed to be 2 weekends ago, but next weekend, I'm going to start on our income taxes for this year. We'll see how that works, right? It has been proven that our motivation is driven by our emotions. Now, we have two kinds of emotions. We have emotions that we can tap on consciously, immediately we know, I did not like that, didn't taste very good, yuck, I don't want that. That's a very quick, conscious level emotion. And there's subconscious. It's the subconscious emotion that is stopping us in doing what it is that we are, stopping that motivation from moving forward into whatever it is that we're supposed to do, whether it's chores, cleaning the house. I say I have cleaned the house so many times it needs to stay clean, and I'm just refusing to clean it ever again. Not really, but so for me, it's that emotion, that underlying, what's driving that underneath. And when it comes to taxes, I get really, really curious. Like, what is it that I do not like putting numbers in and doing my tax returns? What is it that, is stopping me? What is it that keeps me from completing my taxes or jumping right in there and getting it done? Because I know that the part I like about them is at the very end when they're done. But what is it? It's my subconscious. There's something, and I have explored that in my growing up. Something that happened maybe when I was earlier, maybe before I was 7, maybe when I was in school. What is my story? What is going on? Why do I not like numbers? I did well in my math courses, and so I'm just trying to figure out what it is that is like an aversion to getting them done. It's all has to do with your brain. It has to do with your subconscious and the emotion that's there. What is the tie-in? And that's where you really get to be curious about it, okay? So I think that my mom was very smart with numbers, and she dealt with all the books for the house, and she would have a ton of books. She was very meticulous in all the numbers. They fit in the little boxes and squares and everything added up, and she would go through everything with a fine-tooth comb, and I would watch her like, okay, I'm going to figure this out. And after a few minutes, I'm like, I have no idea what she's doing. Why does that number go there? And it made no sense to me. And so I would just say, well, I'm just not good with numbers. That's not my language. And so that's the story that I have always told myself. Now, fast forward a few, years, we have programs, tax programs that are a lot easier to deal with. We have a lot of advanced technology that can, help us to figure out our income taxes. And my mother she used those later on, but she would always use a pencil, sharpened pencil, and she would get all the little squares, and everything would go to every little square. And I just thought as a child, I'm not doing that. That is not what I want to do. And I think that there's no right or wrong to it, but it's just a story that I told myself. So when it's tax time, that's what I had envisioned in my head. My sharpened little yellow pencil and these little boxes and all these little numbers. When I know that if I just go on the computer, pull it up, and it's all there for me in a digital format, I don't have to have yellow sharp pencils to do it. So getting curious as to why you're not motivated to do something has to do with some type of either a limiting belief or someplace somewhere down the road that you felt, in the past that you felt small, you felt not good enough, you felt not worthy, and you created these stories around, it's sort of a protection. It's like your brain protects you. And my brain is saying, Jean, tax time is coming up. And I'm like, I know. And the brain says, it's okay, you still have time. You still have a few more months, so you don't have to do that like right now. I'll just protect you from having to do your income taxes. So I know I'm making fun right now, and I'm sure it's probably hitting several people as well, but it's an example, a personal example that I can show you as to what happens with motivation. And it is on a level, it's a deeper level. It is has to do with that deep emotion. So when you're looking at your kids, at your teens, at your tweens, and they have homework, and you're thinking, how do I motivate them to read this book? How do I motivate them to do their assignments? And you throw all these fun things in their path and say, hey, you get this done. You can do this. You can do that. Why are they not motivated? What is going on? Look deeper. There's some deeper reason of them not feeling safe, not feeling good enough. Maybe they were made fun of. Maybe they didn't, the book that they are needing to read, maybe they struggle with reading. And that is a problem for them. It puts that problem right front and forward, right and center in front of them. I can't read, so I'm not motivated to get this assignment done. And I know we have a lot of tech tools that we can use. So those, I'm like, yes. Please get assistive technology tools for your kids who are struggling with reading or struggling with that focus, because that's going to help them to become motivated to at least get the assignment done or to tackle their homework. If they feel like I can turn on my assistive technology and it will read it to me, and I can go, into on the computers. We have smartphones and computers now. Push some buttons around and it'll read to you, and it'll read you the information. How much better are our kids going to take that information in when they're not hit against that barrier of that emotion of failure that they have had? When that is taken away, then they'll be more likely to want to be motivated, to be successful, and to complete. So when you are looking at yourself and you're looking at your kids, like, they don't even want to. I don't even want to. It's motivation. Where's that motivation waning from? It's coming from that lower, from that subconscious level of memory, of limiting beliefs, of things that we believe, stories that we tell about ourselves. That's where you have to start. You got to figure out what it is that's holding your kids back. What is it? Was there something they were made fun of? Can they tell you what is going on? What is making the assignment negative? What is going on? What is their perception? What's their emotion? So I'm going to leave you with that. Comment below if you've been curious about why something holds you back, and maybe holding your kids back from completing their work. Do some exploring, and what is the story around that? And let me know in the comments down below. I'll talk to you next week. Bye.